Hello guys, welcome back to Math with Arjun channel. In the previous video we have covered exercise 3.3 of the chapter. So in this video we are going to take further concepts. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the video. So in the previous video we have learned how the parallelograms and its properties and solved questions on that. So today we are going to see some special type of parallelograms. So first type is rhombus. So rhombus has a properties of a parallelogram as well as that of a kite. We will see how kite behaves. So in the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. In a kite, adjacent sides are equal. So rhombus has properties of both parallelogram and kite. So in a rhombus, all the sides would be equal. Now moving on to the property. So it says the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of one another. That is, the diagonals cut each other into parts, making the angle at the center at 90 degree. So from the figure we can see ABCD is a rhombus. So it is a parallelogram also. So we are going to use a property and then see how these are perpendicular bisectors. So in triangle AOD and triangle COD, triangle AOD and COD, OD is equal to OD, which is a common. AD equal to CD, as it's a ABCD as a rhombus, so all sides are equal, and OA equal to OC, and OA equal to OC because ABCD is a parallelogram, and in a parallelogram the diagonals are equal and bisects each other. So using the SSS congruency of the triangles, we can clearly say that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle COD. This gives us angle AOD equal to angle COD. Also angle AOD and angle COD forms a linear pair, so it would be equal to nothing but 180 degree, which gives angle AOD equal to angle COD equal to 90 degree. This shows that diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of one another. Now seeing a question on the same property as I have discussed. It says rice is a rhombus and we have to find the value of x, y and z. So we can clearly see x, y and z are either sides or part of the diagonals. So we are going to use the property that diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other. So OE would be equal to OI would be equal to x would be equal to 5, and OR would be equal to OC would be equal to y would be equal to 12, and also ER would be equal to IR equal to Z would be equal to 13 because all sides of a rhombus are equal in length. Now moving on to the next parallelogram type, that is rectangle. Now rectangle is a parallelogram with equal angles, interior angles. So how we are going to see? We know that all the interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So x plus x plus x plus x comes out to be equal to 360 degree. The 4x gives us 360 degree and x gives us equal to 90 degree, which tells one more property, that a rectangle is a parallelogram in which each angle is a right angle. Now moving on to the property of the rectangle, it says the diagonals of a rectangle are of equal length. Now let's see how this property gets satisfied. So we are going to take the diagonals and dividing it into two triangles. So in triangle ABC and triangle ABD, you can see in the figure, AB is equal to AB. Why? It's common. And BC is equal to AD. BC is equal to AD. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. And measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle B, cause it's 90 degree, and rectangle have all angles as right angles. So therefore it follows a side angle side congruency. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Now we can clearly say after this that AC is equal to BD. That is, diagonals of a rectangle are of equal length. Also, if lengths of a diagonal are equal, so their halves would also be equal. So we can say in a rectangle, diagonals bisect each other. Now moving on to the example of the rectangle properties we have studied. It says rent is a rectangle. Its diagonals meet at point O. We have to find x. If OR equal to 2x plus 4 and OT equal to 3x plus 1. Now how we are going to solve the value? We know that diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. So OR would be equal to OT, which gives 2x plus 4 equal to 3x plus 1. This gives 3x minus 2x is equal to 3. And finally the value of x comes out to be equal to 3. Now moving on to another type of parallelogram, which is nothing but square. Now square is what? Square is a rectangle with equal sides. Now in a square, diagonals bisect one another because square is a parallelogram. As rectangle is also a parallelogram, so square becomes a parallelogram. Are of equal length. Diagonals are of equal length, square being a rectangle, and diagonals are perpendicular to one another. Now moving on to the property of a square. It says diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Now how we are going to prove this? So see triangle BOE and triangle LOE. That is triangle BOE and triangle LOE. You can take any of the two adjacent triangles. So OE is equal to OE. This is common, and BE is equal to LE, as sides of a square are equal length, and OB is equal to OL, as diagonals of a square bisect each other. So by the triple S congruency, we can clearly see that triangle BOE is congruent to triangle LOE. So measure of angle BOE is equal to measure of angle LOE, as angle forms linear pair. So both angle BOE and angle LOE would be equal to 90 degree. Now moving on to the exercise 3.4. First question is regarding the true and false. It says all rectangles are square. Now it's a false statement. How? Because all rectangles cannot have all the sides as equal which square have, so this is false. Now its next part says all rhombuses are parallelograms. This is true because rhombus is a subpart of a parallelogram, and rhombus satisfies all the properties of a parallelogram. Moving on to part C, it says all squares are rhombus and rectangle. So this statement is also true because square satisfies both the properties of rhombus as well as all the properties of rectangle. Now D part says all square are parallelogram. This is true because square is a type of a parallelogram, so it should be satisfying all the properties of parallelogram. Now next says all kites are rhombuses. This is false. Why? Because kites follow some properties of rhombus but not all properties of rhombus, as kite does not have all sides as equal which rhombus have. Now next part says all rhombuses are kites. This is true. Now next part says all parallelograms are trapeziums. This is true because at least a parallelogram have more than one parallel side, but for being trapezium it needs minimum one. But parallelogram both sides as parallel, so this becomes true. And all square are trapezium. True because of the same reason I have discussed in part G. Moving on to the second question. It says identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. So there are only two quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. That is, one is square and another one is rhombus. Now it says identify all quadrilaterals that have four right angles. So it is square and rectangle. Now moving on to the next question. It says explain how a square is a quadrilateral. So a square is a quadrilateral because it has four sides, and a quadrilateral is a shape that has four sides. Now how a square is a parallelogram? Because it has opposite sides as parallel and opposite angles equal. Now how square is a rhombus? Because it has four sides equal and diagonals bisect at right angles. Now how square is a rectangle? Now square is a rectangle because each interior angle is equal to 90 degree. Now moving on to the next question. It says name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. So those quadrilaterals are parallelogram, rhombus, square and rectangle. Now it says name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So it's rhombus and square. Now it says name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal. So it's square and rectangle. Moving on to the next question. It says explain why rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. So rectangle is a convex quadrilateral because it has diagonals within its shape. Moving on to the last question of the chapter as well as exercise 3.4. It says ABC is a right angled triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. That is like this. So we have to explain why O is equidistant from A, B and C. And point D is given for reference to make it easier so that we can visualize the rectangle. So from here we can see that AD would be equal to BC and AB would be equal to DC. Why? Because it's a rectangle, and ABCD is a rectangle, and in rectangle diagonals bisect each other and are of equal length. So AC would be equal to BD and their halves would also be equal. So half of AC equal to half of BD. So this gives OA equal to OB is equal to OC. Now for easy reference, we have your NCERT have prepared a table so that you would be able to remember the types of the quadrilaterals that you have to study as well as the properties. So you can pause the video and read it for your reference. So kindly like, share and subscribe the video as well as the channel. Thank you so much.